Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of English online class. This video has been prepared as part of ICET Public School online classes. Today, as you can see on the screen, we are going to discuss a very small topic from English grammar. Generally, for your examination, in your first paper in English language, in that paper, from grammar, transformation of the sentence usually comes. So today's topic is in connection with your sentence. It will help you to learn sentence transformation as well as English, other tense forms in English. Let us directly move on to the topic. Before going to the topic, I would like to request you all, please take your English notebook and today's class along with me. You keep on writing your learning notes as well as your fair note. If you prepare that, whatever I am showing on the screen, you can copy, and anything more if you want, you can also write. So grammar notebook, what you prepare, that will help you for learning English at the time of examination. I hope you understood. There is, in connection with grammar notes, there won't be any other separate notes, but exercises I can give you, but the notes you can make in your own words. You can make the notes, you can identify the marks and the significance of each usage, and everything you can mark in your notebooks. So directly I am moving on to the topic. The topic is conditionals. Conditionals is our topic. So it may not be a new topic for you. I know you might know it, the topic conditionals in English. There are some conditional sentences in English. These conditionals also we can call if clauses. It is conditionals means, that is some sentences based on some conditions. This is what called conditionals. So we can look into the lesson in deep, and this video will be most probably a short video, but there are a much lot to study from this. It should be very clear in your mind wherever you are, and because this is very base, or this is and also very easy to learn it also. So we can look what are the conditionals. It is called if clause. I told you conditionals or if clause we can call. The conditionals are, there are four types of conditionals are there. Conditional sentences are there in English. One is, you can see, zero conditional, first condition, second condition, and third condition. Like that, there are four classifications in conditional sentences. With examples, I will make it clear. The first one, there are four main types of if sentences in English, often called conditional sentences. These sentences are in two halves, first half and second half we can call, or this, we know that in a sentence we make into two parts. We can call each part a clause. Two clauses in this sentence definitely it will have. The if part, the name of one part is called if part, if clause we can call. The other part where you can use words such as can, will, may, might, could, and would. That will come in the main. It is called main clause. So there are two clauses in that sentence. One is if clause, the other one is main clause. So main clause and if clause. In a conditional sentences, there will be two parts. One is called if clause, the other one is called main clause. Clear? Then first type of conditional clause, zero conditionals. And zero conditionals, the if clause will be coming in simple present tense. If will be the if plus the part of that clause, the part of that sentence will be in simple present tense. In main clause also the same way, at that time main clause also will be in simple present. This is the condition. The first condition is this: the main clause will be in simple present tense. Sorry, if clause will be in simple present tense, so that the main clause also will be in simple present tense. This is the first condition. Example: if I am late for school, my teacher gets angry. The first if clause is, if I am late for school, is the if clause in this sentence. So that is written in simple present tense. And don't excuse me that I have taught you all the tense forms. So now you don't wonder simple present what is. No, you know it, you have learned it also. If I am late for school, my teacher gets angry. So my teacher gets angry is also written in simple present tense. So both the clauses came in simple present tense. If clause also, main clause also came in simple present tense. Let us move on to the next example. If I oversleep, it is written in simple present tense. So you can continue, you can write the main clause of the sentence very easily. You can write what will be that. If I oversleep, what will happen? The rest, it should be written. Only our condition is that it should be written in simple present tense. I miss the bus. If I oversleep, I miss the bus. Now the sentence completed. So both the clauses have been written in simple present tense form. If I miss the bus, I am late for school. Another example for zero conditioning. What is our zero condition? The first, the if clause also, main clause also will be written in simple present. If I miss the bus, that is simple present. I am late for school, that's also simple present. Then if I am late for school, my teacher gets angry. Now we reach in that sentence. If I am late for school, my teacher gets angry. That's also written in simple present tense. I hope you can understand. Simple, right? Zero conditioning is over. Only our condition is in zero condition, that is both the tense, both the clauses will be written in simple present tense. This is the way. Now, first conditioning. So dear children, I forgot to look at the camera lens always. I am looking at my face in the camera. That's why it may not seem like that I am looking at you. So sometimes I knowingly, deliberately I am trying to look at the camera lens. First, conditional. Now we are moving on to the second type of conditional sentence. It is first conditional sentence. First conditional clauses, first conditional sentence will be, this is the condition. In if clause, that will be written if plus present tense. Okay, present tense, any of the present tense, simple present tense. Okay. And then the main clause will be in future tense. It means that will, can, may, must, anything instead of will come, shall will come, can will come, man will. These all are the auxiliary verbs in future tense. We know that will you can use, instead of will we can use what? Shall, can, may, must. These all are the auxiliaries. Anyone you can use according to the sentence meaning. You can write any one of that. So our condition is that one if clause will be written in present tense and the main clause will be written, so that the main clause will be written in future tense. Example: if I go to London, I will see the Big Ben. Okay, if I go to London. If I go to London, that is written in present. I will go. I will see. I will see the Big Ben is the future. Written in future tense. Clear? I am moving on the next. If I go to London. See, first condition we are doing. If I go to London, written in simple present. If I go to London, then I will see the Big Ben. Yes, I will see. I will see, it is written in future tense. This is our first conditioning. One example you got. If I go to Buckingham Palace, if I go to Buckingham Palace, it is written in what tense? Simple present. I can take, that's future, simple future. I can take, it is equal to I will take. Okay, we can use will, can, shall, may, must. I told you, I can take a photo of the Royal Guard. You might have seen the Royal Guard in London. They will be dressed like this, a different costume, I can take a photo of the Royal Guard. They are called Royal Guard. You might have seen in Humpty Dumpty song, at that time when the Humpty Dumpty fall on the wall, all the these guards are coming in this dress. Like that. I can take a photo of the Royal Guard. This is another example. Then another example, if you go to London, you must look right before crossing a street. You can understand the usages are also of the first condition. If you go to London, you must look right before crossing. If you go to London, written in simple present. Then next part is the main part, the main clause is written in future. You must look, you should look, you shall, you will, all, you can, that all. You must look right before crossing a street. Now I am moving on to the second conditioning. Am I moving faster? Because it is simple. So far we told zero conditioning. Zero condition is that both the if clause also, main clause also in present. And first condition, it means that the first if clause will be written in present and the main clause will be written in future. Clear? Zero and first you learned. So it means that two types of clauses you have learned. Two types of conditionals you learned. Now second conditional. Third type of conditional sentence is second conditional clause. That is, this important is different. If clause will be written, if plus simple past simple past form, and then the main clause will be written in would or could or might, then plus verb. Will change into would, shall will change into should, and then can will change into could, may will change into might. These are actually the past form of that auxiliary. These are the past form of the auxiliary. So we have to use along with simple past, if clause. If the if clause is written in simple past, then the main clause will be written in what form? With would or should or could or might. Okay, example. If I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. Okay, you have seen the spaceship. I'll show you the picture. If I were an astronaut is written in simple past. Okay, simple past, not present, simple past. Then the next part will be, main clause will be written along with the would. Now I will travel is wrong. I would. Definitely should come. If it is I will, the sentence is wrong. I would travel in a spaceship. I hope you can understand it. Another example. If I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. This is, If I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. Got it? Then next, if I traveled, what tense form it is? I traveled is what tense form? Simple past. Simple past tense. If I traveled in a spaceship, I would go to Mars. I would go to Mars. I would. See, not I will. Is wrong. I would go to Mars. If I traveled in a spaceship, that is written in simple past, then the next past part is written in future. Future what? With past to auxiliary. I would go to Mars. Then if I went to Mars, if I went is also simple past. Okay, went is also simple past. If I went to Mars, I would meet a Martian. Martian means simply I made a word. There is no word in Martian like that. If there are people in Mars, we can call them Martian like that. So okay, I would meet a Martian. If I went is simple past. Then the main clause will be written in I would, not I will. I would meet a Martian. Nice to meet you. If I met a Martian, then if I met a Martian, I wouldn't understand him. That will be the result. If I met, simple past, I wouldn't, I would, I will not, I would not, I wouldn't. Got it? I wouldn't understand him, the negative form. I wouldn't understand him. That's with the past to auxiliary. Should be like that. This is what the second conditioning examples. I hope you have understood zero conditioning, first conditioning, and second conditional sentences. All this. If I didn't understand him, I would come back to the earth. I would come back to this everything in the past only. Okay, I would come back to the earth. So you should not write like that, I would have come back to the earth. No, that is not in this conditioning. That is coming the next. So this is second condition sentences. In this, the if clause will be written in simple past and the main clause will be written in future tense only with past to auxiliary. I would come back to the earth. I hope you are keep on noting down the notes and preparing your learning notes. So you keep on preparing that. Okay. Thank you. Next, the last one is third conditioning. In third conditioning, the tense forms I will tell you. The first part, the if clause will be written in past perfect tense. Can you say an example for past perfect tense? Tell me an example for this. For this I told you to learn. It is just like in a very clear way. That's why I will not give an example. Past perfect tense. If clause, if with past perfect tense, then the main clause will be written with would or could, might. As I told, the past form of the auxiliary as in the earlier sentence, then plus have plus past participle. I will tell an example not to make you confused. If I had studied hard, is an example. I had studied is an example for past perfect tense, and the main clause then it will be written in future only, future perfect tense. I would have. If you actually not future perfect tense with past auxiliary. I would have passed my exams. If I had studied well, I would have passed my exams. Another example. If you had studied well, if you had studied hard, you wouldn't have failed your exam. Another way we can say, if you had studied hard, you wouldn't have failed your exam. Then another example. So the first the if clause in this sentence is written in past perfect tense and the main clause is written in future perfect tense with past auxiliary would, wouldn't. If you had passed your exam, you could have gone to the beach. If you had passed your exam, you could have gone to the beach. This is another example for third conditional sentence. You got it? If clause will be written past perfect. You had passed the exam is the example for past perfect tense, and you can have gone is the future perfect tense, but we made the auxiliary into past form. You could have gone to the beach. Then if I had gone to the beach, I would have made sand castles. If I had gone to the beach, I would have made sand castles. So this is also thinking of the past. We can say past in past also technically. Now please note down in your book. This exercise you can do with me. I will tell the answer also, and for you the other separate exercise is coming. Write second conditional sentence, second one, okay, not the first, second conditional sentence, not zero conditional, not first conditional, but the second conditional. You remember what is second conditional? Second conditional was simple. If clause will be written in simple past and the main clause will be written in future tense with past auxiliary. We can do. If you leave your job, you travel around the world. How we can make if you leave past form. If you left your job, you would travel around the world. You would travel around. You cannot. I am not writing here on the screen. I am not writing. Then if you be nicer to him, he lent you the money. So be, the different forms of be is, be is the present form, was is the past form, then will be is the future form, then be, the verb has three forms: be, been. Okay, been is the past participle form of the verb, being is the ing form of the verb. You can understand. And when it comes in the present, be has the different other verbs. Be means that am, it can be am, are, is. Okay, these all are called be. So the single name for all the three verbs is called be. So in bracket, if it is written be, sometimes may be am, is, are, or was, or were, or being, or been, any form of that verb. Okay, if you nicer to him, then here we want to make into simple past. If you were nicer to him, he would lend you the money. And the last one, it'd be nice if the rain stopped. It was nice if the rain would stop. If the rain would stop, or if the rain could stop. If the rain could stop. So these are the answers. And now you can, the third conditional sentences, put the verbs in bracket in the correct order. He crashed his car because he fell asleep while driving. Then third condition, V1. If he had fallen asleep while driving, he would have crashed his car. That is the answer. The next one, I lost my job because I was late for work. What do you have to do? I lose my job if I dash late for work. What we can write? I had lost my job if I had been if I would have been, sorry, if I would have been late for work, would have been, if I had lost my job, if I would have been late for work. Then next one, we wouldn't go to the concert because we didn't have enough money. Answer, if we had enough money, if we had enough money, we would have gone. We would have gone, or we could have gone. We could have gone to the concert. Okay, I hope you can understand. Next exercise for you. Here, what next I am going to do that on the screen. I will show you few exercise. Take your pen and your notebook. Write in your notebook this question. Question also you have to write in your notebook. Then you write only, no need to write the entire options, no need to copy, but only the right answer you can write. Okay, options I have given for you. When you are writing into notebook, you may write only the right answer. The first question is identifying conditionals. Let me know that how many of you have understood. So this you have to send to me the answers in WhatsApp. The answers you have to send to me in WhatsApp after complete writing. Okay, the first one, if I drink tea in the morning, it makes me feel sick. This is what conditioning? I won't say the answer, okay? You write it. Zero conditional or first conditional, second conditional, third conditional. What conditional the sentence is? The next one, I will tell her if she comes. What? Then, if I were you, I would buy it as soon as possible. And one thing I forgot to tell you, if the in a sentence, if clause is coming first, you see the sentence it can, I would buy it as soon as possible if I were you. That way also we can write, okay. It is not necessary to start the sentence with if. It can come as the second clause also. And so if the sentence is coming at the beginning, if clause is coming at the beginning, you have to put a comma when it finishes, that first clause finishes, as in the example you saw. So here also you note down the answer. Here, if I had time, yes, I would help you. And next one, fifth one, I would have done things differently if I had been the manager. So what type of sentence is this? And here, if you work hard enough, you may well pass. Seventh one, water boils if you heat it to 100 degrees Celsius. So what type of sentence is this? Okay, I think you can pause the video and write. Okay, I am going fast. Then exercise again. This is the last. You may so write the only the question and the right answer. No need to copy the entire options and send to me. These 9 answers you have to send to me now. Okay, you have to send to me now through WhatsApp as an image. The other part no need to send to me. Only this exercise part. And then the second exercise said choose the correct answer. If I dash were or am, like that I have given, will mix or mix, knew or had known, stop or will. Which one is the correct? Only the correct one you fill it out. And this also you have to send to me. Fifth, eighth question. 8 questions are there to fill. Choose the correct one. And this one also. This is the last one. There are 10 questions in this. In this also, please copy this, pause the video, and you can write. Okay, all the 10 with the right answers. No need to copy the entire options, only the right one you can fill out in the dash. I hope you can understand. You can write it. This also you have to send to me now. As a 3 message you have to send to me. I have given you 3 homeworks now, not homework right now, immediately now itself. You may complete it and send to me. Then I will tell you that it is right or wrong. Okay, everyone, I should get it from everyone. Okay, wish you all the best. Thank you. Have a nice day. We will meet again with another topic differently, and happy Independence Day well in advance. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.